Hey Huskies! Today you will be receiving materials for your binder as well as instructions on how to set up your materials.
Your teacher will be pausing this video as we go along to make sure that you're setting up your materials correctly. All right, let's get started.
Before we get started putting together our materials, we want to take a moment to think about why binders this year at Hamilton Middle School. We know that as an AVID school, Wicker guides everything we do in the classroom. The O, which is for organization, is key for college and career success. As an IB school, self-management skills are a part of our approaches to learning, also crucial for our success. Bringing all of our materials every day is also part of being a principled Husky. You're now going to get your materials from your teacher to start to put together your binder.
To get started, each student will receive a binder, tabs for their binder, a planner, and finally you will have a pencil pouch with pencils and highlighters that go on top of those materials. Teachers, please pause the video at this time to make sure your students are getting their material. Now that you have your materials, please open your binder and find the right side. Your tabs will go there first. Next, place your planner on top of the tabs. Finally, you are responsible for bringing a pencil pouch that will go on top of your planner. Your final product should look like the picture on the screen. Now that your binder is all organized, please find your planner. We will be diving deeper into how you will use your planner every day in class.
The very first thing you want to do with your new Husky planner is to write your name clearly on the very front with a marker. So teachers, please pause the video and make sure that your students have their names clearly written on the front in marker. The very first thing we want you to be aware of in the planner are the resources that are located in the very front. Please open your planners to the page that says B1 Stop Bullying. Teachers, please give your students a moment to flip through pages B1 through 12 so that they can have time to explore all of the important resources that they will have in their planners that will guide them throughout the school year. Now that you've had a chance to explore the front resources, please turn to page 24 and 25 to examine the weekly view.
You can expect to use your planner in every single class every day. You'll notice at the top that each of your classes has its own column, starting there with language arts, reading, social studies, science life skills, math, and then finally there are 3 blanks where you will be writing in your elective classes. Teachers, please pause the video at this time so that students may write in their elective classes. Now look at the top left-hand corner where it says August 2019. You'll notice that each day of the week has its own row. We're now going to practice writing in our very first piece of reading homework. Your teacher will guide you further on what to write and where to write it. Teachers, please pause the video at this time in order to do that. Now that we've looked at how you will be using the weekly view of your planner, please turn to the very end of your planner and we will explore how to use the hall pass.
Before we explore how to use the hall pass, the first thing we want you to do is to write your name clearly in marker on every page of the hall pass. Teachers, please pause and ensure that students are writing their full name first and last clearly on every page of the hall pass. Your hall pass needs to remain in your planner at all times. In other words, do not rip the hall pass page out of your planner. If you are using a hall pass that is ripped out of a planner, it will not be accepted. Keep your hall pass in the planner at all times. In order to use the hall pass, you must first get permission from your teacher to leave the classroom. If your teacher gives you permission, you are to fill out the date, timeout, which would be the time that you're leaving the class, and the destination. Your teacher will then sign for approval, and your planner is then your hall pass. You must take your planner with you, and you must bring it back. You will not leave class if you do not have your planner. So please make sure that you are bringing your planner and binder to every class, no exceptions. Now that you're a little familiar with your planner, we're going to flip to our tabs in the back of our binder.
You will label your tabs in order of your schedule. So for example, that first red tab will be labeled with whatever your first period class of the day is. You will use the marker to label each of your tabs. There will be 1 tab for your green day electives and 1 tab for your purple day electives. That last tab will be used for loose leaf paper. You may simply label that paper. Don't worry what goes within each tab. Each of your teachers in all of your classes will be guiding you further on what to put within each class tab and when your binder will get cleaned out. Teachers, at this time, please pause the video so that students may label their tabs correctly. Now that we have our binder assembled, let's talk binder check.
Because organization is such a crucial skill for success, your teachers will be doing weekly binder checks in Hamley Reads that will be for a grade. If you are keeping your binder organized and bringing it to all of your classes, this grade should help keep you on track throughout the year. Teachers, please pause and take a moment to review expectations on the rubric for students.
Okay, now let's review what we've learned about our binders. Number 1, it is expected that you bring your binder to every class every day.
This is because organization is key to success.
Don't forget, the planner is your hall pass.
Have a great year!
Woo!